Hello and welcome back to another mini episode of the Midlife Reinvention podcast. I hope you're doing really well. Have you ever looked in the mirror lately and thought, I don't even recognize myself anymore? Maybe it's a career shift, maybe it's divorce, or empty nesting, or perimenopause, or perhaps even grief. Maybe it's some combination of all of it. There's this moment when you think, where did I go? Who is this person? And I want to offer you something today that really shifted how I think about that feeling. What if it doesn't mean you're broken? What if it doesn't mean you've lost yourself? What if it means you're being reorganized? Because there's a difference between falling apart and being rearranged. And most of the time, what's actually happening is that the version of you that carried you to this point, the high-functioning, push-through, get-it-done version, she's not gone. She's under the waves right now. And the waves might be hormones or life changes or loss or all of it all at once. But she didn't go anywhere. I had a conversation this week with Marie Cruz, and if you missed the episode, go back to episode 290. Marie's a grief guide, a life coach, and a best-selling author, and she shared something from her own experience that really brought this home for me. She went through the loss of her son, divorce, and perimenopause, and she said that of all of those experiences, perimenopause was the one that most deeply reorganized her sense of self. Not because the grief of losing her son was smaller, but because with grief, she had a framework. She knew where to look and how to process it. With perimenopause, however, she didn't even know what was happening. She spent 2 years thinking she might have a brain tumor or early onset dementia because nobody had told her that hormones could affect her mind that way. And I share that because I think a lot of women are walking around right now feeling foggy or disconnected or unsure of themselves and assuming it means something is wrong with them, when actually it might mean something is shifting. And that distinction matters, my friend, because one keeps you stuck and the other opens a door. So here's the first thing I want you to sit with today. When you feel lost, the woman you're looking for is still in there. She's under the waves. And if you've ever been in an ocean where the waves are big, you know that feeling. You're tumbling, you can't find your footing, you're at the mercy of something bigger than you. But you do come up for air. You always come up for air. And when you do, that's when you get to make a choice. Not a perfect choice, not a forever choice, a next choice. Here's the second thing, and this one is incredibly practical. When a woman in the middle of a transition is asked what she wants or what she needs, the most common answer is, I don't know. And I want to challenge that, not in a harsh way, in the most gentle, door-opening way. Because here is what Marie reminded us of. When you replace, I don't know, with, well, if I had to guess, something shifts. The pressure comes off. You're not committing to an answer, you're exploring. And about 80% of the time, one of those guesses points in exactly the right direction. It's not the full answer or the solution, but a thread that you can follow. This connects to something I talk about all the time on this podcast, and that is that your answers are already inside of you. Sometimes you need someone to ask the right questions, and sometimes you need permission to guess. Because guessing says, I don't have to be right, I can be curious, and that's where clarity starts to show up. Not in certainty, but in curiosity. So if you're sitting with a big question right now, like, what do I want to do next? Or what kind of work would feel meaningful? Or what does this chapter even look like? Try it. If I had to guess, what would I say? You might be surprised by what comes up. And the third thing, and this is what I want you to leave with. Marie shared a practice she called whispering yourself home. After her son passed, in those early days when the thoughts were racing and the pain felt unbearable, she would put her hands on her chest and whisper, "You're okay. You're okay." Not to pretend she wasn't hurting, but to remind herself that in that single second, she was still breathing. She was still there. And sometimes it was, "I'm not okay. I'm not okay. But I'm going to be." She did this in the grocery store, in the car, in the moments where she wanted to crumble. And here's why I'm sharing this with you. You don't have to be going through the worst thing imaginable to use this. If you're in a season where nothing feels certain, where you're questioning everything, where you've lost your footing, you can put your hand on your chest and say, "I'm here. I'm figuring this out. I don't need all the answers right now." It's such a small thing, and it's a powerful thing, because what you're really doing is telling yourself, "I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still in here, and I'm coming back to myself." And if you're in that place right now where you know something is shifting but you can't quite name it, I want to offer you one more way to open that door. I created the Career and Life Fulfillment Quiz as a way to help you see what's already there. It will show you where you're already fulfilled, where alignment might be missing, and what this next season of your life might be asking of you. Think of it as another version of If I Had to Guess, except the quiz does some of the guessing with you. You'll find the link in the show notes. And if what comes up makes you want to explore it further, you can book a Clarity and Next Chapter call with me today. The link is in the show notes as well. Thanks for listening, my friend, and until next time, be very, very well.